Hello, Sagittarius. Can I just move my camera? Oh gosh, I'm not a very good angle. Sorry. But yeah, so welcome to August. There'll only be one reading in the month of August because August is a very, very interesting month. I think of the whole year, August is probably the only month where there'll be a lot of potential to implement change. Okay? And everyone's reading is reflecting that. It's really funny. I've got a very, very small amount of viewers, but I read for quite a lot of viewers, so it doesn't bother me. I don't think that way. But there seems to be a message from most people that there's a lot of change, of potential, and you, boy, have you got the cards of really the potential to make a change, because you've got the boat, then the bridge. So the boat is obviously a vessel that takes your life from one place to another. And someone else got these. I think it might have been Taurus. Yeah, definitely Taurus. So if you get any Taurus, I mean, this is a double message for you. And then you got the bridge. So it's like two of the same messages of moving from one part of your life to another. I mean, the bridge can have multiple meanings. It can be connecting spirit world with matter, as above, so below. But it's a metaphor for a massive evolutionary leap. So I found this quite exciting when I seen your cards. Actually, the 3 fire signs, I mean, you're my last fire sign reading, have all had very, very, very life-affirming readings, because obviously Sag does a beautiful trine with Leo and Aries. They all flow into each other. Anyhow, I'm really, really quite intrigued with this energy. What makes me laugh is both cards are so Sagittarius. You know, that sort of forward, that archer who points his arrow. Both cards represent your energy so much. And yeah, beautiful cards. Sorry, I feel quite, I don't know. I'm not even going to do a collective reading this month because I don't even know if it's necessary. Because it's very, very much a month of moving forward. So let me have a look. I'm not saying that things won't be happening. In September will be another chapter, but I mean, August is the month. If there's any changes you want to make, August is the month to do it, okay? So let me have a look. Please give clear-cut messages for Sagittarius for the month of August. The Wheel and the Fool. God, someone else got them. Leo got them. And listen, I did Leo's reading about a few hours ago, and I've done quite a lot of readings since then. So this will be the last week in July. I'm hoping to have these out by the weekend. So these are the 2 cards that represent the last week. So the Fool and the Wheel. The Wheel is obviously fortuna, some sort of turnaround of events, and the Fool is the blank canvas. So it's almost like your energy is extremely potentially light-hearted. And boy, it's almost like, you know, feeling the sun after being in a very, very long winter. That's sort of what I'm picking up, this beautiful, beautiful energy for you. So let's find out what else is going on. What you want is a 6 of Wands. So the 6 of Wands is someone who's overcame the 5 of Wands, which is looking... Sometimes the 5 of Wands is looking into the future, but being scared to take a leap of faith. Yeah. So imagining the future as something that's scary rather than something that's full of creative potential. The gift is the 7 of Swords. Challenge is, oh God, that Justice card is showing up for everyone. Libra card. Relationships. Make sure you're not hiding your light under the bushel, Sagittarius, okay? 7 of Wands in your relationships. Sorry, you got 2 sevens already. Oh gosh. I don't mean that. The sevens are interesting cards. Money and work, you get the King of Cups. 9 of Swords, a soul position. Wonder why. And then, my God, you've got exactly the same as Aries. Letting go of an old skin and propelling your life forwards in a completely different direction. The end of August. These cards together are absolutely beautiful. So if any of you are a bit worried about making a change, so the Death card is Scorpio, okay? Scorpio rules shredding our skin. So leaving behind old identities, old frames of reference, old self-esteems, old images, and propelling your life forward in a very, very new intention. And you got 2 of them together. And it's very funny because so did Aries, as I said, and the theme is pretty much the same for everyone. So August being a little bit of fear about the future, but a lot of energy of overcoming and triumph over adversity. Okay, I wonder if that 7 of Swords is is the gift, because the 7 of Swords is almost a feeling. I call it a shadow card. So things not fully being out into the light, and the fact you've got 9 of Swords in a soul position. Everything concludes in the 10. Yeah, so I don't read the 10 of Swords the way that other people read it. It tends to mean something's been resolved. It's over. It's dealt with. The 7 of Swords is the gift. It's a very interesting card. Is the gift. Tell me more about the 7 of Swords as a gift. Because that would mean to me is the gift that things are being resolved, moving forward. You've got a Chariot and another number 7. But the Chariot is a vehicle. If you look, both the conscious and the unconscious mind have come into alignment here. That is what creates movement. When we're in a state of stress, we're always in a state of our inner, so our head wants one thing and our heart wants the other thing. So we're in a state of no one's there. Yeah, it's almost one foot in the future and one in the past, and no one's in the middle. Absent-minded. Quite often what it means is a person's actually still stuck in an old trauma story. So they're not fully present. Sorry, I am going on a little bit here. Sagittarius, as the gift, it's almost like you're coming, it's almost like a homecoming. Is that the right word? Because this is the Chariot card. It's Cancer. And Cancer is our deepest relationship with our own self. When that's in alignment, we're pretty unstoppable in our destiny, by the way. So it's almost like there's something, I don't quite know what it is, reaching a conclusion. And the reason that we know that something's reached conclusion is the peacefulness we feel in our own being. So we're not at war with anything. We've sort of, I guess we've bridged some sort of gap. We've sort of came back to ourselves. Oh, please don't make this too confusing for me. I feel this is not far off a private reading, by the way. So why is the Justice card the challenge? Because this is about relationships, and yeah, I'm sorry guys, you have the 4 of Cups. So this is either going to be someone you're dealing with, or it's your energy. So there's someone in your life, there's a cup going on here. And either you, the other person, or both of you see this cup, but not doing anything about it. And it's with the Justice card, which is Libra. Libra rules relationships. It rules balance in relationships. And it is your challenge. And I think I'm not worried about it though, because it's almost like you're coming. Sorry, Sagittarius, I keep getting the same words. It's almost like there's a homecoming for you, because that Seven of Swords is the gift. Sometimes we get stuck in a narrative. You know, something happens in our 20s and we build our self-esteem around it. Something's been completed here, which means your soul is free to move on. So it's a very, very positive. We can't force that. We can prepare the ground, we can do the work, but it's always a gift of grace that does it. There's an energy in relationships of someone not picking up that cup, and I don't know if it's you or the other person, because the Nine of Swords, a soul level, is about fear. Okay? Now, Nine of Swords is a card of contraction, see? So holding back, protecting the heart. I don't know if it's you or the other person. If we believe in esoteric philosophy, and I'm not, you know what, Sagittarius, I am not talking about severe set of circumstances here. Yeah, I'm talking about, so please don't, I know terrible things happen, but if we believe in the other person's actually us, then there's an energy between you and someone else of holding back your energy. Because of fear, also with the Four of Cups, people can build their sense of the world. Sometimes people feel lonely, for example, but they've grown accustomed and used to being like that. So when opportunities and offers come their way, they decide to stay with what's comfortable rather than taking a risk, because love takes tremendous risk. Yeah, it does. To be vulnerable takes tremendous courage. And there seems to be an energy, and I don't know if it's you or the other person, it doesn't matter. Imagine it as a mirror, and you change what you get in the external by changing the mirror. Okay, I use it all the time, Sagittarius. It doesn't matter what's going on. I always say, and I'm really not talking, so please don't, about tremendous tragedies. I'm talking about everyday circumstances. I always say, why is this in my life? What is this teaching me? What do I need to learn? And what you seem to need to learn is about this energy of homecoming into your own self. It's almost like that energy of soul retrieval, when we go back and find the missing parts of us and bring them home again. Gosh. Seven of Wands in your relationship, see? Another 7. I don't dislike the Seven of Wands. There's a lot of protection, but the door's not shut. Yeah? I actually believe in using huge discrimination about who you let in your life, okay? Because who you let in your life dictates so much. It not only dictates your future, it dictates so many people's future. So huge discrimination about who you let in your... I always think behind the Seven of Wands is your intimate world. So I quite like the Seven of Wands. In fact, I often encourage it. Who is this person? What are they about? What gifts are they bringing me? Are they bringing me gifts? Are they bringing me curses? So I investigate and I get to know. So maybe that's what this is about. It's you, there's you and maybe someone else, and you are just dipping your toe in, yeah, getting to know each other. There is a little bit of fear with the Nine of Swords and a little bit of contraction. I think fear can be a challenge if you're avoiding things because of it. It's a gift if it's there just to try and look after your safety, look after your well-being. if you see yourself as precious and not willing to let anything into your life, it's a gift. But it's a challenge if it's keeping the good out of your life. And only you can really, really go in and work out what's what. Anyhow, you've got this beautiful King of Cups showing up in your money and work. So what's the King of Cups about? So he can be a water sign. He's showing up in your money and work sector. So it could be someone at money, someone who's somehow linked with you regarding your work, what you do in the world. Or, tell me more. Okay, so the Six of Cups. So this looks at some sort of reunion and reconnection with someone. It's funny, Sagittarius, I almost want to swap these cards around and put these there and that there, but it's not the way they turned round. So for some of you, this could be good news at work. Some of you haven't been there and this is you coming back to work. Some of you, this is about connecting with your emotions, bringing forward some new gifts, some new potentials, reconnecting with yourself, because Cancer is the gift with the Seven of Swords, which it's almost like a homecoming. It's really odd. I keep getting those, I feel there's a private reading going on, guys. There's some sort of homecoming. Because the Seven of Swords as the gift would say that there's something. So, like, I do a lot of soul retrieval work. Soul retrieval work is just a part of ourselves that we left behind. Yeah? And we look for that missing part everywhere. We look in relationships, we look in addictions, anything. And the Seven of Swords as a gift with the Chariot is like bringing a missing part back to your own self again. But for some of you, it seems to be happening in money and work. So something that you're doing in the external world is making you feel like, oh my gosh, this is a reason that I gave birth for. Bizarre, Sagittarius. I didn't expect this at all. There is fear in the soul position. I think that's to do with some relationship dynamic going on here. So why is Sagittarius feeling this fear? Yeah. There's nothing like the Ace of Cups to create fear. In fact, some might argue that's what the purpose of it is. Because the Ace of Cups comes into our life, and a lot of people say there's only two emotions, love and fear. Yeah. And love has got the ability to expose all fear, to get right into those shadow parts. And I don't even mind anymore. This is your energy, another person, Sagittarius. It's what's showing up in your cards. And that's why these are showing up. Boy. Anyhow, the Death and the Eight of Wands is about shredding old identities. And Eight of Wands is such a Sag card because it's this launch. The Eight of Wands, for one thing, is about your intention. Intention is so powerful. The Death card and the Eight of Wands, I'm trying to put myself in these cards and I imagine what I'd be doing. It's like shredding an old skin and deciding to launch forward in this very, 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 very powerful sense of destiny. Yeah. It's getting even more hilarious now. Yeah. To become the creator. And we can only really become a creator if we've connected all the parts of ourselves back again. Because if not, you know, Sagittarius, can you think back to times in your life when you've been really absent-minded? And we tend to judge those parts, but quite often what's going on is all our mind energy is going to try and resolve an issue. And then eventually the resolve comes and we move forward. I don't tend to use the mind. I think the mind is not very good for that. But this is a huge resolve that's happening for you, but there's something to do with love going on. And love exposes us. It just shines this light. And it particularly shines a light on it shines a light on everything, but particularly everything that's non-love. So everything that's non-love is not about feeling guilty. It's about where we just forgot who we were. We just forgot our divine origin. We forgot our worth, because it's very hard to hang on to our worth in the world that we're just about leaving behind. So we forget who we are and we go underground, and then we come back from the underground again. And that's when we become this really empowered person setting forward to create our destiny, which is exactly what's going on for you. So I guess that's what the bridge is. It's like you're leaving something and launching into something brand new. And what you're launching into brand new is very, very much, we can't become co-creators until we're fully present in our own life. Yeah. If not, it's the subconscious, it's the past that's just creating the present. And there's definitely a dynamic going on in relationships here, but look at your gifts, and there's something going on about how you make a living. Some sort of, it's like there's a remembering of some sort, and a coming home. The King of Cups sits in the middle of an ocean. This absolute powerful vessel. And then you're launching some incredible new start here. Boy, Sagittarius, I feel spun out. The sun readings I do, my whole body becomes electric. And this is one of them. And remember, we're moving into a whole new era. And this whole new era will be created by people like you and me. There's no one else apart from other yous and me. So when the individual becomes more and more powerful, and I'm talking about power, you know, creative power, they're the people who are going to, we're the ones who are going to create this new chapter. It's definitely not going to come from our government, Sagittarius. It's we're the ones who've been waiting for, and you're reading so clear on that. I actually feel quite emotional. I'm sorry, meltdown. I feel I've waited my whole life for this point, and I'm loving seeing people's souls being activated. In fact, I don't think there's anything that creates more joy for me. Sagittarius, so much love. So much love. And for you, you know, you constantly support me. I am really happy for you. Much love. Bye.